Like tonight's episode on BBNaija reunion show, guys, it was just so liberating. It was just so got me really emotional. I mean, for the first time, I could clearly understand where Seyi and Venita and Tacha's grievance, against each other was coming from. I don't know, guys. It got me really emotional. Hey guys, don't mind me. I'm a crybaby sometimes when I watch people express themselves, express their emotions, their feelings. It gets me really in my feelings. And watching the BBNaija 2019 show, season 4, pepperdemgang, I've watched all these housemates, how they got into the house, how they've tried to win the money, how they've gone at loggerheads against each other. And I kept on asking myself one particular question, that why are these people this way? Of course I understood that it was all a game, and I kept on repeating it on my channel, but tonight's episode of the reunion show, guys, tonight's episode was just the true meaning of a reunion show. Like, these guys, I don't know, they spent so much time talking about their grievances, all the issues they had. Joe was there, Enkay was also there. They really expressed themselves, how they've hurt each other. And guys, for the first time on the show, I could really see that each of these housemates, no matter the kind of negativity they exuded in the house, they genuinely have feelings as human beings. They genuinely felt the hurt that they have hurt each other. And guys, it was just a long conversation, and it was worth every single time I spent watching that show, tonight's show, guys. It was really worth it. So guys, tonight, don't mind me, guys. I feel like crying, but I'm just gonna try. Okay guys, so tonight's show started with clearing the air. That was the theme of tonight's reunion show. Ebuka said it was time for everybody to clear the air and speak out, speak their minds and everything. So Seyi, Tacha, Enkay, Joe, Elo, Sadi, Tuoyo, Venita, they were all on seats today. So Ebuka started clearing the air between Enkay and his perception about Joe. We all know that when Joe got into the house, he came with the intention to provoke Tacha and to provoke any other housemates that he probably must have watched outside the house. And I thought that I was the only one that just really didn't like the guy's strategy at all, right? But then most of the housemates, they just did not like him. And Enkay was one person that really liked Joe's strategy, because he enjoyed seeing Joe making fun of people. But then in the house, Joe started getting on his toes by being too friendly with Mercy. And Mercy was always going to report to Enkay that, Enkay, see, these guys are playing with me in the house. So these guys are looking at my bum bum. These guys are looking at me, And that got Enkay really irritated by Joe. So when Joe was poking other people, right, and making fun of the other people looking for trouble, Enkay found it really entertaining. Enkay liked him, But when Joe started doing it to taunt Enkay got offended by it, So Enkay said that he didn't really like Joe in the house because of his arrogant attitude, that Joe had this way of walking around the house as if he was as if he was the smartest person in the house. And then he also said that he found it hard to like Joe because of the way Joe carried himself in the house. So Ebuka asked him if he thinks that is who Joe really is, genuinely outside as a person, or if it was all a strategy that Joe had inside the house. And Enkay said that he has not really spent time with Joe outside the house, so he has no idea if that is how Joe is in real life. They've not really had opportunity to do things together, so he can't really say for sure that this is who Joe is or not. And then Venita said that Enkay was using Joe as a weapon in the house to poke people, but when Joe poked him, he picked offense, which is true, guys. I've already explained that to you guys, And Venita also said that, listen, that she's cool with Enkay, she's cool with Joe, both of them, they have her, so they have to look for a way, to sort out their differences. So Ebuka Venita also said that Joe is an amazing person. So Ebuka asked Venita if she felt like Joe went too far in poking Enkay and taunting Enkay in the house. And Venita said the truth is she cannot really say if Joe went too far because she wasn't really there when Joe was taunting Enkay in the house. And then Enkay said that his second strike made him calm from Enkay and from retaliating at Joe. That Joe made a statement about calling him baby brother, just like they call Biggie in the house big brother. Then another thing again was the fact that Joe was always playing with Mercy, though Enkay did not particularly mention Mercy's name in this whole thing. He was just beating around the bush. And then Ebuka asked Elo what he felt about the thing going on between Enkay and Joe, and then Elo said that Joe played his game very well by poking and taunting people in the house, that in fact he would give it to Joe, that Joe was one of those people that actually knew his game and knew what he came to do in the house, that Joe really played his game to perfection. And then Ebuka asked Joe why he didn't draw the line when taunting people in the house, especially Enkay's relationship with Mercy. And then Joe said that number one, he thinks that this whole thing beef Enkay is having with him is because of Mercy. Number two, he said Enkay liked the fact that he was a troublemaker in the house and deliberately used it against people, because when Joe was doing things to taunt people, Enkay was always going to snitch and like, oh, Joe is doing this, Joe is doing that, and he was always trying to put pepper in people's eyes in the house. So he now said that, well, if Enkay was enjoying him taunting other people, then Enkay should not pick offense when he did the same thing to Enkay, which is true, guys. So Joe also said that Mercy is actually at fault in the beef Enkay is having with him, because they had their moments when he was being friendly with Mercy, playing with Mercy, but then Mercy will go and report him to Enkay and tell him that, oh, the boys in this house are looking at me, the boys in this house are, looking at my ass and stuff like that. And Enkay said, Joe said if Mercy had not gone to go and be reporting to Enkay, Enkay will not be triggered, Enkay will not get offended. And Enkay used the word like he just felt irritated by the things that Joe was doing in the house. And Enkay said that he felt like Joe felt like he was too smart. He said that that was why he could not just be friends with Joe, because of what Joe said, because Joe actually said that if given the opportunity again, he was going to poke Enkay as much as he wanted, that is just him being who he is. And so Ebuka asked Tacha to clear the air with Seyi, because the last time they were on the show, Tacha brought up the issue that Enkay called her a puta. Seyi called her a puta, but nothing was said about it, So Ebuka said that he could perceive that they still had their differences ongoing, that they should clear the air. But one thing I didn't really understand, guys, was why Ebuka, since Ebuka was studying about clearing the air, why didn't Ebuka also mention the fact that Joe deliberately provoked Tacha? Anyways, just food for thought. But moving forward, guys, Ebuka asked Tacha to clear the air about Seyi, from their previous rift on the show. And Tacha said that for her, she feels like Seyi does not really understand the true meaning of friendship. She feels like Seyi outweighed her negatives more than her positive. And she said that, for example, if she's going to be friends with someone like Venita, she's going to ensure that she looks out for those good things that makes Venita who she is, rather than focusing on the negativities that Venita has, because in her own belief, nobody is perfect, she is not perfect. So she felt like Seyi focused more on the negative sides of her. She said that she knew that she had her own bad sides, but then if Seyi claimed to be her good friend, then Seyi should have known that about her. She also said that she felt like Seyi knew that she had 2 strikes already in the house, but then the night that they had the conversation in the closet, that Seyi called her a puta and called her names and told her you ain't shit and all of that, that Seyi was literally pressing her buttons, and Seyi wanted her to talk because Seyi knew that she had 2 strikes. So because of that reason, she feels like Seyi does not really understand the true meaning of friendship. She also said that Seyi was being very sexist by always, that she felt like Seyi was being disrespectful to her by always highlighting that she is sexy rather than her achievement. That there are times in the house that when they quarrel, Seyi will say that, oh yes, you are beautiful, you're sexy, you have a sexy body and all of that, but you ain't shit, you are this, you're that. So she felt really disrespected by that and those statements that Seyi was always making about her. And then Seyi also said that Seyi mentioned in the house that he was going to make her get a third strike. Guys, this one is actually a fact because it happened on the day that I think Seyi used the blender, or maybe somebody used the blender to blend pepper, and then Seyi thought it was Tacha that used it, and then Tacha was sleeping, and then Seyi went to go and be banging on her door or shouting her name and all of that. So they had a quarrel, and Tacha was shouting at Seyi, you know, and then Seyi said he was going to make sure she gets a third strike so that she can leave the house, you know. So for that reason, Tacha felt like Seyi does not really understand the true meaning of friendship, so he shouldn't be saying that he was a true friend to her. Tacha also said that for the fact that Seyi made a statement that he would have loved, that was after she was disqualified, I think. Seyi said that he would have liked for Tacha to be in the house and get to the finals and watch her not win. That really got to her, that she felt like, is this someone that calls himself my good friend? That she felt like Seyi wasn't a good friend to her at that point. And also, I think she also mentioned that the fact that Seyi called her a puta, you know, the night that they were having their conversation in the closet, Seyi was the one doing all the shouting and everything, you know, that she felt really offended, that she heard what he said, but she decided not to say anything about it because she knew how she would overreact, because she already had a second strike and she did not want to be evicted by a third strike. So Ebuka asked Ike if he noticed Seyi and Tacha's rift in the house, and Ike said that that Sunday was actually a very, very hot Sunday, that he didn't really understand what was happening in the house, but he noticed that they were having a serious quarrel in the house. And then Ebuka asked Seyi for his own perspective, and Seyi said that he did not believe that that he betrayed any friendship with Tacha, that for him was only living his truth as per the kind of human being that he is. He said that it all started from the secret room. Now guys, remember when Seyi and Tacha were put in the secret room, they shared a lot of narratives about themselves. They exchanged a lot of conversations. They exchanged a lot of good things about themselves, and it was at that point in the secret room that Seyi really got to understand Tacha and understand why she flipped whenever people offended her. He said he also got to understand that the reason why Tacha overreacts is because she has been greatly betrayed by friends, you know, before the house. So she was having her guards up. She was being very, very protective of herself. Her defense mechanism was always up. So he completely understood Tacha, you know. And then he also said that he felt like after the secret room, Tacha came with a strategy, because he could not believe that this person, you know, before the secret room, she was like a roaring lion, always shouting and quarreling, you know, but inside the secret room, he saw an entirely different Tacha. He saw a sweet girl. He saw someone who was very, very harmless and, you know, has a good heart, you know. Then when they came out of the house, Tacha came back again to her normal self, you know. So he felt like that this girl came with a strategy. And so Tacha heard Seyi saying that he felt like she came with a strategy, and she flipped and she was upset and she was shouting at Seyi that day, you know. So Seyi said that for him, puta means female dog in Spanish. Guys, this is the part where I have to ask you people, please, what is the meaning of puta? Because I remember that I have checked the meaning several times on Google, and it's giving me an entirely different meaning, because puta completely means prostitute and other things. So I don't know which part of Spanish Seyi is saying that puta means a female dog, but however which way it is, like seriously, whether puta means prostitute or whether puta means a dog, why would you call your very good friend a puta? I don't understand. Anyways guys, so Seyi really bore out his heart, and he said he felt really disrespected, that he was trying to have a conversation with Tacha, and Tacha was shouting that, you know, it's really, really hurt him. And then Ebuka asked Seyi if he would not apologize to Tacha for calling her a puta. And he said that he will only apologize if Tacha apologizes to him for disrespecting their friendship, for disrespecting him as a friend. And guys, this was the part where I asked myself that, okay guys, remember I have done a video on my YouTube channel about how to apologize to people. So I said in that video that when you're apologizing to people and you said, oh, I'm sorry if I hurt you, I'm sorry if I made you feel bad, I'm sorry if I said anything, blah 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 blah. For me, I just feel like that is actually not an apology when you add a conditional clause to it, you know. So Seyi said that he was going to only apologize to Tacha if Tacha, you know, apologized to him as well for disrespecting their relationship. And then Tacha said that she would never call anyone stupid, and that was when all the housemates shouted, ah, yeah, you know. Venita also said, ah, Tacha is a liar, you know. And then Tacha was like, listen, that she knows that she has a moment, she had things that she did in the house, but that was the old Tacha in the house. That the new Tacha in the house now understands and has better understanding on how to resolve arguments, on how to resolve conversations that involves a lot of fights and quarrels and all of that. So that person is not her anymore, you know. That is what she's trying to explain, you know, that this new Tacha, she cannot for any reason whatsoever call someone an idiot or call someone stupid. That's what she's trying to explain. Everybody can calm down. Because it won't meet up like Tacha. Calm down. Inside the house you call people stupid now, but she's explaining that okay, outside the house is what she means. I'm like, okay, I let it go, I let it slide. So guys, Ebuka now asked Sadi for his own opinion, you know, and then this was where Sadi, the politically correct master of speeches and oratory, said that he never had, okay, because Ebuka asked him if he ever had a conversation about this whole issue with Seyi and Tacha, and Sadi said that he never had this conversation between Seyi and Tacha. He said that they are not talking to understand each other, but they are only talking to be loud. He said that he felt like what Seyi and Tacha had inside the house was genuine, was very, very real. That he feels like both of them, they have too much ego problems, and that is why they don't want to bring down their pride and come together and talk about it. Sadi also said that after the show, he had an interview to attend, but before the interview, someone sent him a video of what Elozonam said about him in the house, and because of that, it greatly influenced what he said on the interview. So when he went to the interview, he was saying a lot of nasty things about Elozonam, but when he came out of the interview, he got himself back and he felt really bad, and so he constantly was looking for Elozonam and ensured that they met face to face so that he could apologize to Elozonam face to face. I'm sorry guys, I need to drink water. So Sadi said that he feels like Tacha and Seyi's pride is not allowing them to sort out their differences because he feels like they genuinely cared for each other in the house. And so yeah, so Seyi said that he would do, because everyone is saying that Seyi is very egoistic and all of that, so Seyi said that he would do what everybody wants and expects him to do, that he's going to apologize for calling Tacha a puta, and that's the only thing he's going to apologize about and nothing else, you know. And he said he only apologized for the word puta. That is it. So Tacha said, listen, that look, nobody is forcing you, Seyi, to apologize. That if you want to apologize, you should be able to apologize genuinely and not because people expect you. She now said if there's anybody she's going to really apologize to for anything she said is Venita, because she felt like she knew that deep down in her heart she has offended Venita, and she offended Venita when the day Venita was evicted from the house. She said that okay, that Venita needed to go, that she was restless in the house. That was what Tacha said. So she said that she felt like she didn't really do justice by Venita because she has an NGO that focuses on the girl child. So her coming to say what she said on the day Venita was evicted, she felt like she wasn't supporting a female. As a woman, she supports a woman. That heck, she respects Venita a lot, that she has started watching Venita right from when she was in university 100 level, that she has been watching Venita on TV, so she loves Venita. She knows that Venita is actually a celebrity before even coming into the house, you know, to compete on a game with other people who are not really celebrities like her, you know. And then she used the opportunity to apologize to Venita. So guys, Tacha has apologized to Venita. Ladies and gentlemen, can we carry down the beef and all the quarrel, please? And guys, it seems like this episode that happened today is actually a recently recorded episode. So guys, let's tamper our tempers down. Nobody should vex again, yeah? So Ebuka asked Joe, Ebuka asked Tacha if she feels like there's an ego trip going on between she and Seyi at the moment, and she said no, because she feels like it's not a forced thing, you know, for she and Seyi to be friends. You know, the fact that they were friends inside the house, it's not by force for them to be friends outside the house, but she just feels like they should be cool because they're even actually cool. They've met each other at a shoot and they've talked and they are cool. So guys, Also, Ebuka asked Tacha that what would make Seyi's apology genuine, and she said Seyi shouldn't say an apology because it feels like people expect him to apologize, you know. And guys, Seyi kept on arguing that yeah, Tacha hurt him, Tacha did this to him, Tacha did that to him, you know, Tacha disrespected him as a friend, so he doesn't feel like there's anything wrong in calling Tacha a puta. And I'm like, okay, Seyi, I understand your grievance, but why you shouldn't say that there's nothing wrong in calling Tacha a puta? I understand, yeah. He said that, oh, Tacha said, oh, at the age of 23 you haven't achieved this and that. And I'm like, okay, Tacha was even saying that, oh, it's because you called me a puta the previous night, because of the several things you said about me. That was what made me say what I said. So you should also understand that both of us, we said things to each other, you know. So guys, these people kept on going on and on and on and on and arguing. And guys, Joe gave his own verdict. He said that he feels like Tacha and Seyi were not close in the house. That other housemates actually felt like they were close in the house, but he did not feel like they were close in the house. That what he saw were two people tolerating each other, two people who had a beneficial relationship, that Seyi and Tacha were in their relationship because of what they perceived they could get from each other. So he did not feel like they had a very, very close relationship or friendship of any sort. And then that was when Sadi said that he feels like Tacha and Seyi were actually egoistic. And then Seyi also said that being friends with Tacha, he felt like a slave to Tacha because he was always doing things according to our own moods. You know, Tacha had mood swings and stuff like that, that it really made him feel under the ground. And then when Tacha made that statement of, oh, what you have achieved, what I have achieved at the age of 23, you haven't achieved, blah blah blah, you know, that he felt like this girl, she has really messed him up, you know. So he felt really offended by that. And then Seyi also said that he wished Tacha a happy birthday, but he did not get any response from her. And then the next day he saw that Tacha was posting her birthday videos on her Instagram stories, that really offended him, you know. And then finally, guys, Seyi apologized to Tacha for calling her a puta, and guys, Tacha accepted. Glory be to God in the highest. And then guys, that was when Venita started crying. People were like, Venita, why are you crying? And she said, oh, that when she came out of the house, she heard things that Tacha said, and she felt like Tacha was attacking her divorce, you know, the fact that she was divorced, and then the fact that she's a single mother. Guys, when I know vex, so the story don't tire me, I'm tired. So she said that she felt really attacked, you know, that now that Tacha has apologized, you know, she feels, you know, that it's okay between both of them. And then that was the part where Tacha said that I don't understand, what did I say to you, Venita, you know? And people were like, no, Tacha should not spoil the moment she has apologized. And Tacha was like, no, that this old recording is going to go public. So if Venita is saying she says something, she wants to be very sure about what Venita is saying, because she doesn't want something that will go public and people will say Tacha said this. That Venita, I engage myself in very few conversations, so the only thing I know I said about you that I'm apologizing for, that I know I did and said to hurt you, is the Sunday you were evicted, and I said Venita has to go home, she has been restless in the house. And Venita said, no, you said I said I should go and take care of my children. And Tacha said, no, I never said anything like that. In fact, because I rarely converse with people a lot in the house, I always remember what I said. And Venita said, no, but you said something like that. Tacha said, no, it's not a matter of something like that, I did not say that, but if you feel like I said anything referring to that, I am very sorry. And I'm like, okay, here we go again with the conditional apologies, here we go again, you know. And finally they all sorted it out. So guys, glory be to God in the highest. Tacha and Venita are cool. Seyi and Tacha, they are cool. Ike and Joe, I don't know if they're still cool. Glory be to God, guys. Now everybody body don't rest. Please, when are they going to finish this reunion? Biko, when are they going to finish? Thank you guys so much for watching. I'm gonna see you guys in tomorrow morning's video. To have an amazing night's rest. Bye.